Hey everybody, it's been a while since I've seen all of you since I've been in house arrest here at 636 Stanwood. Uh, but yeah, I don't think you've seen me either for a while, and I hope I still look handsome as ever. This is our den here. Got two couches and a nice TV and nice stereo. So I'm usually out here during the day watching DirecTV. We have the TiVo thing, up to five things recording at once. We have a big hard drive, so I just record stuff and watch cool movies. So yeah, but my hair is still gone. My mom says it's coming back a little bit, hopefully. But my eyebrows left me this time, and my eyelashes are pretty much completely gone. So it might have had something to do with all the itching I did in the hospital. I got so I need it. So ladies, if you have any pencils, I'm a little dark brown. So if you have any pencils for me to darken those in, I'd appreciate it. Send them over here, 636 Standard Drive, Cedar Falls. Uh, but yeah, we had a little bit of a scare on Monday. Well, actually last week too, because they couldn't find out what's going on with my platelets. Which your platelets are part of your blood that help you clot when you have a boo boo or skin your knee or something. Um, and so they first tried by taking me off a whole bunch of medications, which put me in a pretty miserable place because I had a Prilosec or a Meprazole, 40 like two doses of it to help my like acid in my stomach and stuff, and then also there's quite a few meds to help nausea and just stomach pain, and so I couldn't take any of those. So this last weekend wasn't the funnest. And then Monday they couldn't find out what was going on, so they wanted to do well, last Friday I guess. And so I've been transfused a few times with platelets, and now they want to do a bone marrow biopsy on me on Monday, my birthday. So it was a pretty fun birthday. Actually, three of the nurses, when I was transfused with platelets, sang happy birthday to me with like old school harmonies, like like bubblegum barbershop. I don't know, like that kind of harmony. Uh, and then so I got that first, and then I went downstairs and they gave me. So first they gave me two Benadryl, and then I went downstairs and they gave me morphine and Versed, which Versed is kind of just makes you like not care about anything and you can forget things. And so I hadn't had it hit me that hard, but I couldn't. I was totally tired and I couldn't. I can't remember much of the rest of the night. I remember eating birthday cake and corn on the cob, and that was really good. And I remember opening my cards and things like that. And so, anyways, we got the results back from that bone marrow biopsy today, and there's no cancer. And so we didn't know what to think, because some of the nurses said that's a possibility that could be why, and that's happened before actually to me. So I was a little bit nervous at first because when my platelets have gone down, that shows that like the leukemia is taking over, which is an increase in white cells, and so that's what happens is like my white cells start making a whole bunch of immature white cells that don't do anything. They don't turn into active ones. They just stay like in an immature state, and they start pushing everything else out. And so last like February and March, I was asking my parents about these spots on me, which is a petechiae, and that's when it first started. Actually, went back to the doctor, and then that's when he found out that my platelets were low and that cancer had come back. So that's why it was scary for me. But so yeah, so the thing that they're trying to figure out now is the platelet thing, why my platelets are going down. And so basically what's happening is my sister's cells are coming in. They came in and they're setting up shop still. And the physician's assistant today explained it to me, kind of like if you're trying to grow new grass, like let's say it's all dirt. If you seed it, when it comes up, it doesn't come up all at the same time, and it's not all pretty at first. Like there's a patch here and a patch there, and so that's kind of what's happened in my bone marrow. And so it says that there was a mild decrease in my megakaryocytes, platelets. I guess that's the Latin version, maybe. uh, and so those are the immature ones, and so I have a little bit of a problem with like creating platelets there. But the main thing is when they come out into my blood system and are going through all my blood and being pumped by my heart, that they're being destroyed somehow. And so that's what they thought when they took all my medications away, is that maybe one of the meds was doing it, and I guess they ruled that out. And so so now tomorrow we're going down. I guess so. They think now that my antibodies, that are my antibodies, actually not my sister's, that my antibodies are fighting my sister's platelets. So when my sister's platelets come out of my bone marrow and come into my bloodstream, then my antibodies come and like eat them up, and so that's why they're going down. Is still a theory. So they have they said it was an antibiotic, but I guess it's something else. It's called they call it. I tell my dad I was like, I remember it. What's it called?
Immunoglobulin.
Immunoglobulin. So they call it IgG. And so tomorrow I'll be in the infusion center in my own private room, because I also have another disease which is very serious, and it's going to spread across the United States like wildfire. So don't come around me. No, it's not. They said most people catch it when they go through bone marrow transplants. What is it called, Dad?
Vancomycin resistant enterobacillus.
See, he's so smart now.
Yeah.
But it's called
VRE.
VRE. So basically, it means that a specific antibiotic called vancomycin, I'm resistant to that. And so, anyways, like, I have to be in an isolated room, which means I get a full bed and my own TV with volume coming out of it. I don't have to have these little headphones in, and so I can watch movies and whatever. But it'll be 4 to 6 hours to get the infusion of the immunoglobulin or whatever, and then again on Friday. So Thursday and Friday, and so hopefully that'll do the trick. And that will, I don't know what that will do. What will that do, Dad? That'll I guess decrease my antibodies, hopefully, so that my platelets, when they come in, they'll have a better chance of surviving. And hopefully that the goal is that they can start coming in and surviving and swimming around, and while my antibodies are down, they can kind of gain some steam, so that when my antibodies maybe try to, they come back, because the immunoglobulin or the antibiotic or whatever, once that kind of goes out of my system, these platelets will be stronger and will be able to survive the attack of Ben Botke against Brooke Botke. So this isn't just a game. This is actually sibling rivalry. So my antibodies are fighting against Brooke's platelets, and I'm winning, which I always won as a kid. And no, just kidding. I think my sister thinks it's funny. If not, I'm sorry, Brookie. Anyway, eventually my sister's blood system will take completely over. And that's another thing that I wanted to find out tomorrow, because it was news to me. I thought, like, once they're in me and they establish themselves, that they're kind of, it's all over. But I guess it's 8 to 9 months before that process is done. And so my sister's system is like the grass is growing, and so it's coming up. And it's probably like coming up all over, but it's still not a lush. There's still spots here and there that are just dirt, or maybe they're just like some lower